What up, YouTube? Doug here, TWT Bulls Thursday night video. We're out here with our little French Bulldog Bunny. She is not your average Frenchie. We love this little girl, and the way she loves to go after the football is hilarious. I just can never get enough of it. Look at her little energy. She's so fun to have around. So stay tuned, guys. We have Pepita going to get her ultrasound on May 13th to see if she took with her champ breeding. And then on May 15th, Lexi is due with her puppy. So we got some crazy nice exotic bully litters coming up. Remember, when we get 50,000 subscribers, we're doing the puppy giveaway. So I'm really hoping we get to that soon. For today's video, I have something a little different. My cousin Mike from Asheville, North Carolina is here visiting. So he's gonna show you guys how he prepares his specialty food that he feeds his Frenchie puppies. And he's gonna show the training he's done with his little four and a half month old female he has, which is really cool. So I'm gonna show you that this week. And then next week, we have some other breeders with bullies and Frenchies coming to a meetup at my house. And I'm gonna get a real nice video of that for you guys next week. So stay tuned, we got a lot of cool stuff coming. Please share with your friends and like and subscribe. I really wanna hit that 50,000 subscribers so we can invite someone out here, hook them up with a fire little puppy and do the puppy giveaway. But man, you gotta love the weather's getting warm. Spring is here, summer's coming soon. We've got some bully litters coming, Frenchie litters coming soon. So definitely stay tuned. We got a lot of good stuff going on. Now I'm gonna bring you guys to my cousin Mike, let him go through his preparing food routine and show you guys the training he's done with his little pup.
Hey guys, Dr. Mike from StrengthX and TWT Bulls, visiting from Asheville, North Carolina, and we got our little girl Lulu Bell, our 4.5-month-old Frenchie. And what we're going to do with you today is I'm going to show you how I prepare her food, and then we'll follow up this video with showing you how we feed her to instill things like behavior, socializing, and some tricks. So to start, show you what we use as a base. We're a fan of the Dr. Harvey's line of stuff, and what this is it is puppy and adult style formulas, but it's a dehydrated, grounded up vegetable blend. And so what we do with this is we take some of it out and we soak it overnight, and then from there that is used as the sort of vegetable base. Then we'll weigh out raw meats. We have beef, ground turkey, some goat's milk, kefir coconut oil, peanut butter, and today we'll do some flax oil as well as the multivitamin. And so to start, we'll take her bowl. Yeah, girl, you know. And so for one meal today, she's at about 8.5 pounds, and so we're feeding her approximately around 6 ounces of meat a day. And that can be anything from ground beef to sardines to this is dark meat turkey, and she loves it. She'll be on her best behavior every time she sees this little container come out. And so now that I got my meat, I'll add a little bit of goat's milk. And so for a meal, I'll usually give her around 1.5 scoops, maybe even 2, of her vegetable blend, the Dr. Harvey's. We'll add a little bit of extra meat just so she can get some of the beef in there today too. She loves it. And this is just meat that you can get from the butcher. You can keep it in the fridge for a few days. You can freeze it if you're buying in bulk. Take a bag out for a couple days. Whatever you find works. Little splash of oil. That's great for their coats, for the digestive system. And then we'll come in with a little bit of peanut butter. Go. Yeah.
She's licking her lips.
And then lastly is we'll get a little bit of the coconut kefir, and this is all designed to help with the fats and the probiotics that aid in the digestion. And that was one thing that we've had with her since day one, is we have had no digestive issues regarding loose stool, vomiting. We've had no skin issues, no irritations. There's been no red patches, any things of that nature. So she's been silky smooth. Seems like she doesn't even shed ever, but she loves it. And so what we'll do with this is we will use her food as a means of a teaching resource. So whether it's walking on the leash through the neighborhood first thing in the morning after getting up, or for the snack, it's just a way to help further her discipline and eye contact, so that way we have a good means of communication. And you know, as they say, a hungry dog's an angry dog.
Yeah, I mean, that's huge, because most people, myself included, you know, twice a day you put food in a bowl, no matter how you prepare it, and you feed your dog out of a dog bowl, right? But what really works is, and I challenge everybody, try feeding your dogs their entire meals. Whether you prepare your food like this, or even if you just use dry food, try feeding them their whole meal from your hand, and incorporate that into, you know, if you have a dog that's excited and all over the place, ignore it. Walk around your yard, and when it comes to you, give it some food and, you know, reward it for checking in and feed it that way. Or you can, like he's doing here, incorporate some waiting and tricks and stuff.
And to further that, one of the things that's been most beneficial in this style of feeding is the discipline, meaning her eye contact. So I know she's always looking and checking in with me, because she knows that's then what ultimately gets the reward or what she's desiring. But it also is a way to take off the edge of anxiety, the shaking and the anxiousness and the whimpering and all these things. You just kind of have to learn to tire it out, exhaust the spectacle. But when the reward is this great, well, she'll be on her best behavior, because she just wants to please and she's food driven. So you guys check back in shortly and we'll show you how we feed.
Yeah, we're going to show how and show some little tricks.
All right, guys.
All right, guys, here we are in the house. Let's see what little tricks this little Frenchie puppy knows. And this is how she eats her meal.
Ready?
Look at that catch. You wouldn't realize how hard it is to catch food coming from high up until you try it.
Good girl. Let's see if you can get a little more. You ready?
Oh, nice snag.
Good catch. Okay, Lulubelle. Back up. Back up. Good girl. Back up. No, no, no. Try again. Back up. Back up. Good girl. Stay. Lay down. Stay. Good. Lay down. You stay. Stay low. Crawl. Good girl. Good crawl. Okay. Come back. Lulubelle. Back up. Over here. Good girl. Sit. Back up. Back up. Bang. Play dead. Bang.
No, I love it. So this is what happens if you feed your dogs their meals and then, you know, make them work for it. You can teach them new things. You got to have patience. I mean, at only 4.5 months, I feel like this is really impressive.
Okay, Lulu.
Look what this little Frenchie can do.
Now, okay, we're gonna do it quiet.
And if you, every time you give a command, if you pair that with a hand motion, they can learn to do it without hearing the physical, you know, without hearing it. They can do it. Let's see if you could do some with just your hands. She's like, I did it. I love it. Look at this little girl. So cute. And that's at only 4.5 months old. So this is what these little pups are capable of. And this is one of the reasons, you know, we really, when we're breeding dogs, we're not inbreeding. And if a dog has too much anxiety, has any aggression, has any temperament issues, we don't breed it. You know, we'll pet home it, but we won't include that in our breeding stock, because we want not only healthy, not only size and structure, but we want dogs that are clear-headed and able to learn and be part of your family. And it just makes them fun to own. When you don't have to worry about dog aggression or pups being overexcited, and you can train them and teach them like this. It's just, they're a joy to own. So this is little Lulubelle. And my cousin Mike's doing a crazy good job with her. So I can't wait till she's, you know, ready to breed, and we'll see what stud we bring her to. But she's a true little micro. She reminds me of our girl Little Bunny. Just, you know, you see it, 4.5 months old and 8 pounds. She's a tiny little girl, but she's got the bone, she's got the muscle. You can see that thickness in her chest and her neck. Look at this little girl. Now she's just showing off. Now she's just showing off. Look at that little girl. So again, guys, thanks for checking out little Lulu Bell. All right, guys, clearly Mike feeds in a high-end way. Now let me tell you, a lot of bully breeders, what I see, the big mistake they make is they want their dogs to be thick and muscular and big, and they will feed too much protein. Yeah, guys, so they'll feed too much protein, and what happens is with dry dog food or with cooked meat, protein can really dehydrate your bully, and it pulls water from them, and it's hard on their kidneys, and it dries them out. So if you're gonna feed extra protein, when you have raw meat like that, there's a lot more water in the tissue, a lot more moisture, and they can just digest it and process it a lot better. So a lot of guys that their bullies start to get skin issues, or their just overall health seems to be like they're drinking a lot and their pee is like real dark and burning the grass, that can be a big issue if you're feeding a dry food that has too high a protein. Come here, Legend. A dry food with too high a protein, or you're cooking meat to add to your dry food. So Legend, come here. A lot of guys that will cook meat and add it to their dry food, that's what happens. The protein content gets too high. So it's real important if you're gonna add extra protein. I think the raw is the way to go. Come here, Legend, come here. I definitely think it's the way to go. Here's Big Legend. Come on, Legend. But you see a dog as thick and muscular as Legend, and people think like a person, oh, they must work out, they must need a lot of protein. But really that's gets people in trouble, and they don't realize it.
Legend, come here.
Oh, here he comes. There's Big Legend. Look at that beast. Legend and Champ, they're both shipping out semen this week. So we're real excited about it. We got 2 collections going down, 2 shipments going out. Look at these 2. Call Legend over here. A lot of people want to see Legend and Champ together interacting, just because you can see Legend is 12 inches tall, but his legs are only about 1 inch high. I mean, he's got the shortest legs on a 12-inch bull you've ever seen. And then you guys know Champ is 9 inches tall, and his legs are whose legs do you think is shorter, Champ or Legend's? Yeah, Champ's legs are a little shorter, but not much. Champ has the more bow fronts, Legend's got the straighter fronts, but they're both beasts.
Great personality.
Both got the great temperaments. I mean, they're half brothers right here, Champ and Legend. So we have a lot more dogs, so we feed them dry food, but if you do want to add protein, I think adding some raw meat is the way to go. I mean, you got to think a regular dry dog food is kind of like you eating McDonald's or beef jerky every day. When you get into the higher end food like what Mike does, you'll see a shinier coat, you'll see they use the bathroom less, and they put on more of a lean muscle with it. So there's definitely benefits to it, but you got to find what works for your dog, what works for you. Keep an eye on their coat, keep an eye on their stool, how their stool looks, and you know, you can experiment and find what works for you. But I really appreciate Mike for coming down and for showing us that feeding. Remember, guys, Champ and Legend both open for stud. 678-447-7908 if you want to do something different and breed to some fire, thick, boned up, muscular bulls. You guys know Legend's a proven producer. Champ's on his way to being a proven producer. Man, look at them. Look at the good temperament. Look at them with the puppy. They're so good. But look at that beast. So again, stay tuned. I'm so excited for next week's video. I have some friends coming down, bringing their bullies, showing off their studs. So it's kind of like a mini meet and greet, so to speak, going down at the house for next week's video. Come on, Legend. And man, I'm pumped about it. I'm real pumped about it. We got some fire breedings coming up, some fire meetups coming up. I might be going to a show soon, so the channel's gonna be popping all spring and summer. I really thank you guys for watching and for rolling with us. My dad almost has the big deck finished at his house, the party deck. He's been working on it non-stop. It's almost done, so we need to get him to make a pool for the dogs for the summer, man. These bullies love like pools and water. They love them, especially in the heat, you know, to cool them down. They'll try to like swim in their water bowls. It's hilarious. But we're gonna sign off here. Here's a little more of Legend and Champ side by side. Check them out. Crazy little mini bulls. Legend. Hey, hey, Legend. There they are. There they are, side by side. There they are. Look at these two beasts. So hit us up. I mean, it's kind of crazy. You can have pups off Legend or Champ. You lock them in, use them on your female. We'll show off your female. We'll show off your pups. We'll support you all the way through. I think you guys out there could produce some real fire using quality studs like this. I really do. So hit me up. We're willing to work. I mean, that's what we've developed into. We mainly offer stud service. So that's our big thing. That's our focus. That's our concentration, is offering stud service. And we've got the quality males to do it. We've got the know-how to ship the semen anywhere. So we can make it happen. We can make it happen. Yep, we could do it in person too. You could come see them in person and still have us ship the semen into your vet. I mean, we're flexible. Whatever you want to do, we'll make it work. So stay tuned. We got some fire coming. We appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.